Dear Pixie, you asked us if I, myself, as a holographic part of Source, ascends, does that cause the political events outside me? Or does that happen because a critical mass of people have awoken? The answer to your quest is both and neither. Let us explain. From your individual perspective, your personal ascension creates all events outside of you, including political events. It is also true to say that the political events outside of you occur in response to mass awakening reaching critical mass. Yet when you personally ascend, the political events within the third density cease to exist for you from the level of your ascension, even whilst still existing upon the third dimension. Once you are fifth dimensional, you do not draw the third dimensional political dramas into your reality unless you choose to do so. And you would need to temporarily descend back to 3D in order to do so. From this perspective, your ascension does not create the political events, as they do not exist fifth dimensionally. It is also true to say that the mass awakening does not cause the political events within the third dimension, from the perspective of each ascended individual, as they are each existing now within the fifth dimension. And for each person, the political dramas and events do not exist. However, the ascended individual who has ascended in balance embraces a multi-dimensional reality. This individual embraces that which we call bilocational consciousness, and thus upgrades this consciousness within a quantum field. Therefore, all these perspectives are held for this individual, allowing them to experience or merge with a multidimensional reality. They are then free to choose which aspect of reality to experience specific to political events. The ascended individuals who stand in balance usually make the choice to observe rather than engage. However, on occasion, it is necessary to repolarize oneself out of unity consciousness and move into an ego-based duality perspective in order to engage, integrate, and catalyze situations before returning to multidimensionality and unity. You asked us, if I myself awake, do I leave behind a dimension timeline and move into a new one? Yes, you do. However, this becomes an integration or a merge once processing has occurred, rather than a leaving behind from the reality you experience. In the true reality, however, you have indeed left one dimensional timeline and shifted into a new one. You asked us, do those that ascend to 4D negative move into a different dimension timeline than I, assuming I move to 4D positive? This is exactly correct. From the perspective of the ascended 4D negative individual and the 4D positive individual, they simply cease to exist for one another. In this context, you mean 4D to be fourth density, which is that which is the same presentation in consciousness as the fifth dimension. You asked us, I'm trying to get my head around the juxtaposition of an external world that is a pure reflection of what is inside of you. You are the center of that universe and nothing happens without you, versus a universe shared with many souls that collectively manifest reality. Ah, indeed, the paradoxical juxtaposition, as you put it, of multidimensional experience when existing within the physical third dimensional body. This is ascension. Your ability to process and integrate this juxtaposition is your key to ascension and the activation of the DNA from carbon-based molecule into crystalline silicate-based molecule. Simply asking the question triggers the DNA activation and reconstruction, regardless of the answer. For simply to ask the question shows awareness of the paradoxical juxtaposition, which is dualistic thought, and is that which we call bilocational consciousness, which triggers quantum filaments within the double helix and creates a spin into trinity configuration or trilocational consciousness. Thus, the presentation of key codes as triggers or seed points into the processing and integration of the juxtaposition aids the trinity formation, which is the convergence infinity code structure, known to you as an Einstein-Rosen bridge or wormhole into Stargate ascension. It stands as the focused point for intention. Yet in this presentation, you have moved beyond linear lines of intention, as in cause and effect, or karma if you will, into coexisting patterns of alchemized unification through convergence point intentions, which are node point, 0 point, nexus point. They are unity configurations of intention and that which you know as instant manifestation. The linear line of intention as cause and effect becomes the circle or the spiral of intention, which can lock you into a repeating loop if unactivated or hijacked or negatively polarized, or into a unity bridge of pure oneness experience when activated, organic, and positively polarized. This is that which occurs currently en masse through the collective consciousness of the starseeds as you move through the Lion's Gate portal into the seed point for new, upgraded diamond light configuration, or the 6th dimensional platinum ray field. This is the consciousness of shape, geometry, number, and mathematics rather than form. Whilst you coexist within third density, it becomes to you mundane, heavy, uninteresting, and to some repugnant. When one draws down the new diamond template or platinum ray field into the third dimension, one finds the diamond in the rough, if you will, wherever one goes. Third density supplies for you 5th dimensional living that shall then be exciting, light, creative, and joyful. We present through this transmission the key codes into the paradoxical juxtaposition of that which you speak. And we say, the world around you reflects all that you are through your perception of it, and the meaningful subjective experience that is unique and individual. You are at the centre of the universe, and all things happen around you, within you, and because of you. You are the centre of the universe from that perspective. And from that perspective, there is no one else, only you. You are an infinity. Yet on the other side of the juxtaposition, this shows you a collectively manifesting reality. They too are individualized infinity. They are each you, if you will, existing within a different quantum reality timeline. Yet they exist within the same dimension, the same universe, and the same time-space, incarnated upon the same planet. You cannot control their manifestations, yet simultaneously you are the architect of all things. You are the original, the one and only, the creator of many, and also one of many. You are the only infinity, yet you exist within a sea of infinite infinities. The way forward for integration of this paradoxical, convoluted juxtaposition of which you speak is, rather than a merge, you move into a docking and a locking, which is a coming together of one border edge with another, creating the larger group or cosmic structure. You become aware of the group mind as one mind, as your mind. Yet, your balanced and abundant free will keeps you within individualization rather than hive mind. This is the difference between fourth density positive, individualized alchemical unification through infinitely connected individualized infinities, or fourth density negative, the power of the one mind following the one, giving up all individualization, not through surrender, but through absorption. This is the pattern of the new diamond light, sixth dimensional platinum ray field, anchoring into your collective consciousness and combined cellular memory on the 13th of August 2019. This is your unique manifestation. When you realize your influence within the collective mind, and you process and integrate the juxtaposition of which we speak, you understand how the greater manifestation of dimensions, timelines, and reality fabric itself is created. This new template, downloaded into the collective consciousness of the awakened ones as the higher diamond codex within the DNA silicate matrix, shall come into the awareness and present within the creativity expression of the ascending starseed. You shall thus see and hear the different presentations of this new energy, known by many names. We, the white-winged collective consciousness of 9, present the understanding of this through the individual logos aspects and the logoi that present as the cosmic daughter of the flame, or the galactic daughter cell of creation. She is known as the divine Princess Aurora, and her twin flame counterpart is Archangel Michael. When you take the overview through the eyes, hearts, and minds of the divine twin flames Aurora and Michael, you take the higher creativity, that of the collective unified field, as well as the individualized perspective that is self within third density. This is the merge with the higher self, or with the guidance system. This is the galactic overview, the crossing of the rainbow bridge into the new earth. Thus begins the new dawn of that which we speak, the 13th of August 2019 and beyond. Take well the key codes presented and join your brethren within the galactic worlds, for you are the long-awaited and most welcomed children of Gaia, Yahweh's sons, daughters of the Phoenix, those bipedal human presentations that shall return as the winged ones they once were and take flight. Now is your time. We are the white-winged collective consciousness of 9.
In this transmission from the white-winged collective consciousness of 9, I, Magenta Pixie, bring forward information specific to utilising the rose gold flame as antidote to 5G, EMFs, chemicals, chemtrails, and similar. The presented template utilises the Schumann resonance, and the technique is alchemical unification. In this book, the 9 discuss synchronicity, discernment skills, and understanding of discordance and disharmony within truth and lightworker communities. They present a workable model of expression, assisting the spiritual explorer in creating a necessary toolkit. This allows the individual to construct a shield, bringing safety, harmony, expansion, and cohesive sovereignty into their own personal reality and their matrix field. I am pleased to present my new short book, The Black Box Program and the Rose Gold Flame as Antidote.